personal opinion, again, it'd be easier to maybe not have fans this year and then just go full force next year. But I think it'd be really difficult to decide, oh, the Rangers can have fans, but yeah, if you go play in Oakland, you don't get to have fans there. And I think that would just be difficult to do that. So that's just my personal opinion.
It would also be good because every home run ball, you guys can just grab, authenticate,
that's
sell.
Honestly, okay, so from the authentic business side, I'm super gung-ho about not having fans in the stands just for that, because we can't authenticate balls that get hit to fans. So we can't authenticate home run balls that a fan touches. So if there's nobody in the outfield, I'm just like, we could literally just put authenticators in the outfield and just have them shag home run balls, and the amount of money that we could make. Like, no one has, I don't think anybody has a Shohei Ohtani home run ball. That would be so clutch to be able to get one. That would be really, really, really good to get one. So
why can't you authenticate
What are some more
it?
gems like that?
Yeah, I was going to say,
the fact you
jumped to the Shohei Ohtani ball. Are there other, like, mythical things out there, like Byron Buxton's left cleat, or
I mean, everybody wants that kind of stuff. The reason I know about, or that I'm pretty sure about the Shohei Ohtani is, well, we can't authenticate balls that a fan touches, for the simple fact that by the time the authenticator gets out to the fan, or the fan gets to the authenticator, that ball could be switched out, and then they're not authenticating the actual baseball. So the only home run balls, at least at Target Field, that we can authenticate as a home run are balls that are hit to our batter's eye, because fans can't touch them. No one can get to them. We used to be able to do balls in the bullpen, but even now, Major League Baseball, we can't do balls that get hit to our players anymore either. Yeah. So they've stopped doing that. And it was always difficult to get them anyway, especially if they were hit into the visiting bullpen, because they didn't want to because they were mad because we just hit a home run off their guy. So they didn't want to give us the ball anyway. But,
what about off the pole?
If it bounces into the playing field and it doesn't, and a player picks it up and tosses it back to the dugout, then yeah, we can do that. But if it bounces off the pole and goes into the stands, we can't do it. We can't touch those.
Okay.
But yeah, Shohei Ohtani, I mean, I think his first couple of years, he had some injuries. So I don't think he's played like a couple of full seasons. I think it was 2 years ago, the Angels came to Target Field for the first time with Shohei, with Trout, and with Pujols all playing at the same time. And I was super hyped for it. But then, of course, I had to go to Boston for retail meetings. So those are the only 3 games that I missed that season. And I was like, you know what? I guarantee you Shohei's going to hit a home run ball. I just know. I'm like, he's going to hit one, and I'm not going to be there, and I'm not going to be able to get it. And literally the first game of the homestand, he hits a home run ball. And I'm like, I could have.
Where to?
It went to the bullpen. And at that time, we could have authenticated balls in the bullpen. So I could have gotten it, and it would have been the first one. But I wasn't there, so I couldn't get it. And in general, you can sell like a Shohei Ohtani baseball for like $2,500. And that's just like a base hit or a double.
What?
So a home run ball that no one else would have been able to get could have gone for quite a bit of money. So I was so upset that I missed that. I was crazy.
I have a weird line of questioning or thought process on this. So if there's someone out there that caught, like someone's listening to this and they have an Ohtani home run ball at their home. Yeah. It's kind of like it's like cool, but it's not authenticated, so it's not worth anything.
Yeah. And
so catching a home run ball devalues the thing you just caught immediately almost. What if like I catch a home run ball like this, my hand up, and I just never put my hand down ever, and on camera,
run onto the field right away.
It's pretty clear, just always up, and then the authenticator authenticates it.
Yeah.
If that was allowed, authenticator, just screaming for him right away. If that was allowed to happen, would that fan then be able to sell that ball with the authentication?
If it wasn't like a milestone home run that we asked for back for the player, and if we were able to authenticate it, then sure, they caught it free and clear. It's a ball that they can have. I can't take a home run ball from someone, even if hypothetically we were able to authenticate it, I couldn't take it from them. So yeah, they could go and sell it if they wanted to. And I'll say this too: there are fans who do still sell things that aren't authenticated, but it's a really kind.
Sounds like a racket.
Yeah, it's a really kind of touchy thing to do. That hologram sticker means a lot to a lot of buyers now, so they look for that kind of thing. You know, and even if you have video of it, because there's been fans who have done that too, like, you know, I've got video, even things that I sell that have hologram stickers on it. The reason that fans ask for the photo shoot of the bat is because they literally go back and watch the game and they look at where the tape is on the bat and they look at where the pine tar, and just to match it up, just because they want to catch us sometimes and say, oh, what you have isn't what you really have. So fans, when it comes so when it comes to memorabilia,
so weird human.
It is. They've gotten really smart about it, and they're really on top of things. But the sticker is really pretty important to a lot of collectors nowadays.
I have so many questions. I don't even know where to begin.
Okay.
I'll begin for you. The authentication stickers.
You're
Get
done.
out of here. Let me ask one.
Trevor. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't change the subject.
First, we're going to use so many different baseballs this year because you can't touch it once, you got to throw it out. So you guys are going to have an influx of baseballs for sale. Prices got to go down. That's just a statement. I'm not going to ask a question on that. My question is
smart.
Sure.
You can't authenticate balls when they go in the stands, but you can pre-authenticate balls. Like we just watched the Sosa McGuire documentary when they were chasing the home run record. Obviously, they pre-authenticate those balls. Those guys get to use special balls, I guess.
So it's not authenticated. It's got a stamp on it.
It's a mark, yeah.
A mark so that you know this is a ball that was used just for their at bat, but it's not an authentication. That would not come until after.
But you could authenticate that. Those obviously get authenticated after the fact. Why not do that for more of the big name guys? When Trout's up, when Ohtani's up, you guys, big money guys, why not just mark those balls? So, and are you going to start doing that?
No, I don't. So because the authentication that we use is like a little silver sticker. And so it does stay on. It's pretty much tamper proof, but to try and use it in game, I don't know how pitchers would feel about that.
No, but I'm saying mark it.
To mark the balls. Yeah, and I'm sure they would look into doing that. It's baseballs are expensive. I think people think that teams get them for free for one. No, we do have to pay. It's like $135 a dozen for baseballs. So they're very.
We order a lot.
And we order a lot. So it's very, very expensive to do that. But I think it could be something that we look into doing maybe for this season. But I don't know if it could work out, because I know a lot of teams have already ordered their baseballs. So then you would have to order new ones just for those at bats and things like that.
What's the mark? Is it just like a pen mark, or what? That you order them specifically marked?
No, so it just depends. So like with the Sammy Sosa and stuff, they put like a number on it, or they put like a certain letter or so on the ball, so that you know if it does get caught by a fan, if you look at it, it's got like a specific mark on them. So we could do that. I just don't know. There's some pitchers, right, who don't like to toss baseballs out of the game. There's some, so that would be the other issue too. So like if you had an Albert Pujols come up to bat and a pitcher just got an out with the baseball and the baseball's still good, they're not going to want to toss it out to get another baseball just to throw it to Albert. So I think it's all about trying to make sure that you don't disrupt the game too much just because you're trying to sell memorabilia.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. And that's the thing that I have to kind of explain to fans too, because there are times when they're like, I want an uncracked bat from Trevor Plouffe. I want an uncracked bat from Joe Mauer. And I'm like, that's great. But if Trevor is on a hot streak, I'm not about to go into the clubhouse and be like, hey, so Joe Smith really wants an uncracked bat. And I know that you're using the same one for the last week and a half or so because you've been hot. Can I take this so I can sell it? Like, I'm not going to put myself or the player in that position just to sell things. So Authentics is kind of, it's an extra. We're not trying to disrupt what's already happening in the game just so that we can make sales on the side. But
I think you just give the home plate ump one of those stamps that has like 30 sides, and he'll just stamp it, say Trout, and throw it to the pitcher.
But then again, that's us asking the umpires to go above and beyond, and we need them to call balls and strikes.